All right. What about the Mississippi State defense concerns you most?
Well, the biggest thing that concerns us is they are what they are. I mean, those guys are long and athletic, big, strong guys, typical SEC defenders, So I think it's going to be a challenge for us to adjust to that, the size and the speed. But at the same time, we're excited about getting the opportunity to play those guys, and we look at it as a great opportunity to kind of see where we are now and move forward from there.
How excited are you to see how much Nick Mullins has matured in the 2 years since you coached him as a senior in high school?
Yeah, I am excited about that. Nick's kind of always been what he is, kind of an even keel guy with a, not a lot of flair, kind of an even keel kind of guy, which has been fun to coach quarterbacks that way. It's coaching quarterbacks, those guys have to be able to move on after the last play, and I think Nick does a great job of that. He's very intelligent, from a mindset standpoint. He doesn't let a lot of things bother him, and so that's been kind of neat to see that. But he's still kind of the same guy he was in high school, and just a little bigger, a little stronger, and hopefully he'll continue to play well like he did there.
Marquise Triplett, he's kind of one of the veterans in that receiving corps. Is he what you would call maybe a security blanket for a quarterback like Mullins?
Yeah, I think so. When I got here looking at what they did last year, I think Nick relied on him a lot. Actually, he was kind of one of the first guys that stuck out. He's a big body, catches the ball well, and I think he does a great job of catching the ball in traffic, which may be his best quality from what I've seen so far. And Marquise is healthy and had a great fall camp, so we're excited to see him and Nick try to get that thing going again.
Which receiver in this receiving core presents the best threat for maybe a deep throw downfield?
Well, I think we have a couple guys. Early on, we've got 6 or 8, I would say 8 guys who are capable of playing a lot, And I know we put out a depth chart and we say this guy will be the starter and this guy, may not be, but we're going to play a lot of guys, I think. And, from DJ Thompson, I think, has been one of those guys that kind of stuck out to me even when I first got here, being a long body with pretty good speed and does a great job catching the deep ball. I think he's definitely a candidate for that. We have a new guy named Mike Thomas who's a junior college guy who I think has that ability. And we also have, Ricard, the same guy that was here last year. He does a great job for us too. And the good thing is right now I feel like all those guys are pretty healthy, and I think they'll all have some opportunities to make some plays down the field.
I know you weren't here, but last year Southern Miss was third to last in the run as far as yards per game. How important is it to stay committed throughout the game?
Well, it's important. I mean, each game I think dictates on what you can do running past. But we had a goal in the spring to make our team a little tougher on offense and be more physical, and I think that's one of the things we've done. Whether or not it'll show up Saturday, I hope it does. That's our goal, is to play with an attitude and play with an edge and some toughness, and having the ability to maybe put 2 backs back there and get downhill some and run the football is only going to help us when we do want to throw the football. So I think it's been a good transition for us. Obviously, we still got young guys and maybe some inexperienced guys at that H-back spot, but looking forward to seeing how. And we got a true test this Saturday, so we'll kind of know more after that, I think.
Coach Muckin talked about it a little bit earlier, but getting off to a good start. Are you guys maybe want to go maybe a little bit more a conservative approach, or try to go out there and?
I think anytime you play on the road, I think you have to get off to a good start. And, being a big game like this, in-state rival kind of thing, I think you definitely don't want to dig yourself a hole early. But at the same time, if you go out there and play it maybe too close to the vest, I think, you can lose some momentum. So we definitely want to have that fine line on being aggressive, but also being smart. But the big thing is if we'll just go out and play with some energy early and kind of rise to the challenge and compete, I think then good things will happen for us.
Coach, I want to talk to you and Coach Monken. A few weeks ago, you guys both said Jalen Richard was your candidate to break out. Do you still stand by that?
Yeah, I think so. And the good thing is with Jalen is he's obviously a year older, and but we have 2 or 3 guys I think that have that ability. And I think anytime all the good teams that I've been on, you've had multiple guys at different positions who are capable. And I think we have that now. We've got some depth there at running back with a couple guys, Edo Smith being a young guy, as well as George Payne, and George and Jalen obviously played a lot last year. So you got 3 quality guys there, and then Tez Parks is another guy, a newcomer that's had a good fall camp, been banged up a little at times, but done a great job. So between those 3 or 4 guys, I think we'll have an opportunity to be pretty good at running back.
The cowbell obviously presents that noise issue. Are y'all doing anything this week to kind of get ready as an offense?
Yes, I think we play music a lot at practice all the time. So, hopefully we're pretty good at being able to handle the noise. I mean, obviously you go to a bigger SEC stadium, that's definitely something you consider and think about. But I don't see it being a huge factor as long as we, the big thing for us is just try not to shoot ourselves in the foot and make mistakes early in the game and be able to just kind of do what we do. And I think if we'll do that, it'll be fine.
From your year at Auburn, is there anything you tell your players about an SEC environment going into this?
Not really. We try not to really dwell on those kind of things. We just want to, again, go and do what we do well. And if we'll stay focused on us and try not to worry about the atmosphere or things that are going on around us, then, that's what we're trying to focus on, what's best for us. And I think our players are looking forward to it. I mean, you get to go to 2 great places in the SEC this year, and I think that's exciting. That's why a lot of our players come to Southern Miss.
What's one word to describe your offense right now?
One word to describe our offense would be, it's a good question. I would say excitement. Our guys are excited to play, excited to show that we've improved, and obviously we're not there yet, but we got a ways to go. But at the same time, I think excitement's a great word.